Wiley will tear Willow's heart apart. No new dad. No Aunt Willow. General Hospital spoilers. In the emotionally charged world of General Hospital, where relationships are tested and secrets are never safe, few bonds have carried as much weight as the connection between Willow Tate and Wiley Corinthos. But in a shocking turn of events, the boy who once brought light into Willow's life is about to shatter her heart with two brutal declarations: no new dad and no Aunt Willow. These words will cut deeper than any dagger, setting off a chain reaction in Port Charles that could change everything for the Corinthos and Tate families. The calm before the storm. For weeks now, Willow has believed that her life was finally stabilizing. Having survived a life-threatening battle with leukemia, reuniting with her birth mother Nina Reeves, and working to rebuild her fragile world after Michael Corinthos' shocking decision to annul their marriage, Willow has been desperate to hold on to something, anything, that felt secure. Despite the chaos that swirls around them, Willow's relationship with Wiley has remained her anchor. But as General Hospital fans know, children pick up on much more than adults realize. And Wiley, who has grown more perceptive and emotionally aware, has noticed the growing tension between Willow, Michael, and the ever-complicated Corinthos clan. The influence of Nina and Valentine. Wiley's sudden rejection of Willow seems to have deep roots, and spoiler buzz suggests that Nina and Valentine Cassadine may be partially to blame. After being given limited access to Wiley in recent months, Nina has been subtly influencing her grandson's perceptions of the adults around him. Under Valentine's quiet manipulations, Nina has taken every opportunity to remind Wiley of the times Willow took him away from his grandmother, painting her as the villain in a narrative Wiley doesn't fully understand. Valentine, still bitter over past clashes with Michael and Willow, sees Wiley as a pawn in a much larger game, and it seems Nina may be playing along. Wiley's heartbreaking declaration. In a scene that will leave viewers stunned, Wiley will soon confront Willow during what she hopes will be a routine visit. Expect the moment to unfold during a family gathering at the Quartermain estate, where Willow, hopeful to make amends, brings Wiley his favorite book and tries to spend quality time. But instead of the warm reception she anticipates, Wiley, emboldened by Nina's careful planting of seeds, will blurt out, "I don't want a new dad. I already have one." His words will send shockwaves through the room, leaving Willow breathless as her eyes well up with tears. Before she can respond, Wiley doubles down with an even more crushing blow, "And I don't want Aunt Willow anymore either." The room will fall silent as Willow's heart shatters in front of everyone present. Michael's guilt and desperation. Michael, caught completely off guard, will feel the sting of his own guilt. Since ending his marriage to Willow and exploring a complicated reconciliation with Sasha Gilmore, Michael's actions have left Wiley confused and emotionally vulnerable. Spoilers indicate that Michael will struggle to balance his duties as Wiley's father with the growing realization that his choices have directly impacted his son's emotional well-being. Realizing that Wiley feels torn between loyalty to both Nina and Willow, and now senses Sasha as a threat to the family unit, Michael will spiral into a pit of regret. Could this be the catalyst that pushes him to reconsider his relationship with Sasha, or even rekindle something with Willow? Willow's spiral into darkness. Meanwhile, Willow's devastation will drive her into uncharted territory. After battling leukemia and fighting so hard to rebuild her life, the rejection from Wiley, the child she once fought so hard to protect, will break her spirit in ways no one saw coming. Spoilers tease that Willow's emotions will take a dark turn. Distraught and emotionally fragile, Willow may begin to isolate herself from those closest to her, including her mother Nina. Ironically, the very person who sought to poison Wiley's mind against her daughter will be the one left trying to pick up the pieces. Could this rejection push Willow to make a drastic decision about her future in Port Charles? There are whispers in town that she may even consider leaving town altogether to escape the unbearable pain. Carly's rage ignites. Carly Spencer, who has always viewed Wiley as her grandson and taken pride in protecting both Michael and Willow, will be furious when she learns of Nina's manipulations. In classic Carly fashion, expect fireworks as she storms into the Metro court to confront Nina and Valentine. "You've poisoned that child's heart." Carly will scream, accusing Nina of deliberately turning Wiley against Willow to settle old scores. Valentine, cool and calculated, will push back, but Carly's fury will not be tamed. This confrontation could spark a dangerous rivalry that reignites long-buried animosity between the Corinthos and Cassadine factions. Sonny torn between family loyalties. In the middle of this brewing storm stands Sonny Corinthos, who has recently been navigating his own complicated reunion with Nina. Sonny's love for Wiley is undeniable, but as he watches the fallout from Nina's involvement unfold, he will begin to question if Nina's desire to be part of Wiley's life is rooted more in revenge than love. With Carly and Michael both leveling accusations against Nina, Sonny will be forced to make a difficult choice: defend Nina and risk alienating his family, or take a hard stance to protect Wiley's emotional health. Spoilers indicate that Sonny's indecision could create deep fractures in his relationship with Nina, potentially derailing their romance for good. Willow's shocking decision. As the tension escalates, Willow's coping mechanisms will falter. After weeks of feeling like an outsider, Willow will make a gut-wrenching decision to step back from Wiley's life altogether. In a tearful scene with Michael, Willow will admit that she feels she's causing more harm than good, and that Wiley might be better off without her constant presence. No child should feel torn between the people they love. Willow will sob as she hands Michael a cherished photo of her and Wiley together. "I can't do this to him anymore." This decision will devastate Michael, who still harbors deep feelings for Willow despite their separation. Michael's desperate attempts to convince Willow otherwise will fall on deaf ears, setting up a heart-wrenching farewell that will leave both characters forever changed. Wiley's conflicted heart. Meanwhile, Wiley will struggle with his own internal conflict. While Nina and Valentine's words have undoubtedly influenced him, Wiley loves Willow deeply and has always seen her as his mother figure. Behind the angry declarations lies a scared little boy who doesn't fully grasp the consequences of his actions. Spoilers suggest that Wiley's emotions may manifest in troubling ways, including sudden outbursts at school and withdrawal from both Michael and Sasha. As Wiley begins to recognize that pushing Willow away has left a hole in his heart, the stage is set for a powerful emotional reckoning. Nina's crisis of conscience. For Nina, the consequences of her machinations will hit harder than she ever anticipated. Watching Willow fall apart in the aftermath of Wiley's rejection will stir long-buried guilt in Nina, who knows deep down that her vendetta against Willow has gone too far. In private scenes with Valentine, Nina will wrestle with feelings of regret and shame. Could this moment of introspection lead Nina to confess to Michael and Willow what she's done, or will Valentine convince her to double down and continue the manipulation for the sake of Cassadine power plays? A shocking return could change everything. Just when it seems like all hope is lost, a shocking return could tip the scales. Spoilers tease that Harmony Miller, Willow's estranged and troubled adoptive mother, may reappear in Port Charles. With knowledge of Nina's past manipulations and a complicated history with both Willow and Wiley, Harmony's return could provide the clarity Wiley desperately needs. Will Harmony help Wiley understand the truth about Willow's sacrifices, or will her history as a cult follower and manipulator only complicate matters further? The fallout. What's next? Port Charles will be reeling from the emotional devastation left in Wiley's wake. Willow's retreat, Michael's regret, and Carly's fury will send shockwaves through every family dynamic. As Sonny grapples with Nina's actions and Valentine eyes a power grab, fans can expect the next few weeks to be packed with emotional confrontations, unexpected alliances, and heartbreaking twists. Will Wiley find his way back to Willow's arms? Can Willow forgive herself for stepping away, or will this loss become the wound that never heals? And how far will Nina and Valentine go to solidify their grip on Wiley's affections? One thing is certain: Willow's world will never be the same.